Too special to wait in line? I'll be the other driver's witness. In my daily commute, there's a left turn lane that can queue up for half a mile, meaning I typically wait about 15 minutes during peak times. A bunch of drivers skip this line, and then shove their way in last second, messing up traffic and nearly causing wrecks. Oh, just last week, some dipstick nearly forced me into a collision by merging without looking. I laid on my horn. They saw me, but they kept coming. I dodged them at the last second, all while cursing under my breath. Then, 3 days later, I saw a repeat scenario, with a woman in a mid-sized sedan behind me. She decided she was getting into the turn lane, no matter what. And she never turned her head to check if the spot was free. Of course, she ended up smacking into a full-size pickup. It only knocked off her mirror, but the attitude was the real kicker. She whipped out her phone and started recording him, like she was the victim. She had that so-called Karen energy, determined to blame anyone else. I knew she was about to lie her behind off, so I stepped in and gave the truck driver my number, telling him I'd be happy to confirm what really happened. C5 for when his insurance caught me on the phone, I spilled all the details, and it shifted fault onto her. It felt so good to see one of these entitled line cutters get called out for once. A story from the improvised possum.
That driver behind them must have felt so frustrated, right? It's tough waiting in a long line, but it also stings if someone rudely shoves in. The OP's anger is so relatable. Nobody wants to feel like a doormat on the road. At least the truck driver had someone to vouch for him, which probably offered real relief in that stressful moment.
I'm kind of living for that sedan driver's nerve. Sure, she caused a crash, but you gotta admit, it takes some boldness to pull that stunt, without even glancing sideways.
Maybe she had reasons. Maybe she was in a rush. Still, she messed up, so hearing that the OP flipped the script and helped the truck driver is pure comedic gold.
Crashes can bring out the worst in all of us, but they can also be turning points for genuine reflection. Maybe this line cutter will realize that impatience can hurt more than just her schedule. If everyone paused to consider how their actions affect others, road harmony might be possible. People deserve second chances, and hopefully, she'll embrace a more mindful approach down the road.
Honestly, you have to wonder if that truck driver just wouldn't move over a bit. Maybe he saw that merge coming and figured, let her smash right in. Sure, she should have checked, but there's always two sides. Sometimes, folks love a little payback. And hey, the OP relished that sweet revenge too.